EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Football Team and the Los Angeles Rams.
Set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
Takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
It's now 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, it's James. They'll score that a 26-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Washington 0. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A toss right to Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On the carry.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. James now to return it. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. 21-0 our score after 1.
Score Rams 21, Washington 0.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that will look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Complete to Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Operating from the gun. Smith buying time to his left.
Smith.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
touchdown.
Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Smith now to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Sam Hubbard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Smith escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It called incomplete.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. misses it, and that'll fall incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Receiver, and he's brought down.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a low. Plus a 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Third down. Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. James now to return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's Eckler again. And He's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run here with Eckler. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they will take a knee here.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.